right now. Here we go. There she is. Hi, Barbara. Welcome to the show. I'm so excited that you are here.
Thank you. I am so excited that I am here. I've been looking forward to it a long time. I have watched you, I've listened to you, I've experienced you, and you're a dear friend as well. And I'm just delighted to be here with your viewers and to support you in the beautiful light work that you do and the love and the healing that you share with the world.
Oh, Barbara, thank you so much. Dear friend, absolutely. And I picked you today because I want you to share. Not only are you one of my dear friends and a soul, definitely a soul, my soul friend, absolutely. You also help. You've been at my home and you've helped me see everything in a different eyes. And I want you to please explain where and how you've helped me. Yes, but I want you to explain who you are first. Just in 1 minute, please explain. So they'll love you as much as I do.
Okay, well, it's always hard to say who you are because I'm so many people, and those are the people that I bring into the homes of the people that I visit, and virtually as well, of course. It's all about you in your home, and that's what I do. I listen to you and I appreciate your lifestyle and what you're doing. And then I take a look at how you have expressed that in your home. Is it really showing? Are you really feeling it? What are you feeling in your own home? As you said very well, Angel, my tagline is always rooms have no feelings. You do. So the room doesn't care how you decorate it, but you do because you react to everything either consciously or subconsciously. So it's really important to have those fresh eyes and to see what you're seeing and to close them and open them. I tell people to walk out the room, come back in, turn around, turn your back. When you come back from a vacation, whatever it is, just be sure that your eyes are not the same eyes. As you said earlier, the energy changes. The energy is not the same. It continues on. You and Einstein were so smart.
Me and Einstein have something together too that we
Oh,
have in common. He was dyslexic and I'm dyslexic.
wow. So you,
Brilliant,
so you
right?
have fresh eyes every time you see something.
I mean, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I
Brilliant.
mean, but yet interesting because they didn't realize that before. So thank you so much. You're out of Scottsdale, Arizona.
Yes. I'm in
We're-
Scottsdale, beautiful Scottsdale, Arizona, where the sun is always shining. And that's another way to think about it. I never said this before, but bring the sunshine into your home. And so often we run from the sun, but really the sun is in our heart. And the only thing that can bring that into our heart is the environment, because we are always in an environment. And
Oh,
how is that environment supporting you? How is it healing you? How is it hurting you? And the key word I'd like to mention is awareness. What I bring to people is awareness. You have to be aware of how you're feeling. So often we take things for granted. If it's the clutter in our homes, the blockages, other people's choices and opinions, things that you need to get rid of but haven't gotten around to get rid of, and they make you feel out of control in your own home, and you're annoyed and uncomfortable and pressured.
beautiful, beautiful. So if I could ask, is how do you help people create the energy of their healing environment?
Well, again, I have to just go back for a second to uh, the awareness portion. I've created the Pajaro method, which is my method of interior design, and it has 3 elements. It's understanding, accepting, and allowing. You have to understand yourself, and you have to understand what is around you. Then you have to accept and say, okay, this is who I am, and not fight it. And look at the reality of what is around you. And then you allow it to happen. And sometimes that's even the hardest part, is the allowing part, to make those changes. And I encourage people not to be afraid of change, to trust themselves, not to be afraid of making a mistake, because you know what happens when you make a mistake? You correct the mistake. It's not the end. It's only a new beginning. And of course, you have to make more memories. And you take the memories that you've made and make sure that you're living with good memories and you're not hurting yourself by someone else's thoughts. It's those fresh eyes that I like to talk about.
Beautiful. So, viewers, lean in a little bit because I think you already are. And the big thing that she's saying is to take the time and nurture yourself and how you're showing up.
Yes.
And
Look,
it can be in all three of those is how are you showing up and being aware of how you're showing up. And you might even say identify. And that's what she's saying when you identify, when you're aware of how you're showing up in your space, what's happening, that's what she helps you to do also. So
yeah.
thank you. I appreciate that.
Can I say one more thing?
Oh,
Interior design is interior design. Point to yourself when you say interior design, because you are designed with your interior being unique to you. And that's what you want to express in your exterior design, how you live. And always remember that rooms don't have feelings, you do.
I love that because that's one thing that the first time I met you, 10, 15, I mean, it's been a long time. That was one of the first things is I always, and you know, I always say this about you, I feel you're very classy. You present yourself
Thank
in
you.
a different way. I mean, people present themselves, but they present themselves. You present yourself, you know and aware of your surroundings and how things are moving. So I've
Thank you.
always loved that about you and taken the time. That's why I call you my soul sister.
And I'm not yet. Can I say one more time? One more thing. We have time. What you just said is that how we present ourselves, but then does our home represent who we are? And that's the key. So when you walk into your front door, your back door, however you enter your home every day, is that home a representation of how you feel inside and how you have presented yourself to the rest of the world? And when you have people come into your home, do they see you in your home? It's really important to express your identity, your brand, who you are. People will only be comfortable in your home if you're comfortable in your home. You don't have to impress anyone. You don't have to design and decorate for them. You have to do that for yourself. And when they are in your space, they will be happy too.
Awesome, awesome. Yes, yes. And I believe you already answered this question, but maybe go a little deeper. Up to you. Is do you believe it's easier to clean your home? And it's more of a clearing, but a clean if you love your space.
Well, definitely. Cleaning is always, oh my gosh, I have to clean my home. And it's not always, the cleaning part isn't always the fun part, but the results of the cleaning definitely are. And I think it is easier to appreciate a home that is clean. And I encourage people to do that. And yes, clutter is so devastating. It just stops you from living your life. If you are cluttered in your surroundings, you're cluttered inside. And so it's really important to create that environment. I'm sitting here. If the phone rings and I say hello, what am I looking at when I say hello? It comes across my voice. Is it something I like looking at? Am I looking at a cluttered desk, or am I looking at a clean desk? Am I open to new ideas when I have a clean desk, or am I shut down with all this clutter that's around me and I can't even think straight?
Beautiful. True, so true. And the other thing is colors matter. They really do. And because of that, I went to a house to clear a house because they hire me to clear or to bless a house. And as soon as I walked in, they had a red kitchen.
Ah,
And I said, do you have a lot of arguments in the kitchen? Are you guys not really coming together at the kitchen? And they're like, yeah, that red is a high energy. But go ahead. How would you explain? Not that, but go ahead and explain.
well, I love talking about color. It's probably my favorite subject to talk about. I say color is my life. As a matter of fact, I have a gift for everybody about color, and color influences all of us and influences us differently. And I'm going to take the red kitchen just for a moment, if I may, Angel, and say, if you grew up in a red kitchen and there was a lot of anger and hostility and unhappiness, that red is going to be very upsetting to you as you are older and forever. However, if you had a loving family and you grew up in that red kitchen with a loving family, there is an element of joy that you will always remember with that red. So the energy needs to be created with the memory and with the color. And I always hesitate saying one color does everything. But yes, randomly, red is very strong and very powerful, and you've got to be very careful how it affects you.
Great. So give us, please, two colors that you can give the viewers that's kind of neutral that everybody can use, or three. I don't know.
Okay, well, that's really tough,
Yeah,
and I encourage people to find out what their personal colors are. And every single person in the world has their own personal colors, and I have that on my website for people to learn. And it's either warm or cool, bright or muted, and find where you fit in that color spectrum, and what the colors you wear and look good in are usually the colors that you feel good in. And you're seeing the colors behind me as much as you're seeing the colors that I have on me. So when you're in your own home, that's the only place that you really have some control. So you can surround yourself with those colors that you look good in and feel good in.
I love that. Absolutely. Yes. Yes. Awesome. So, um, what do we got? How would you encourage the viewers to enjoy the mundane task of clearing the house, how would you encourage them?
Well, sometimes it's hard to do by yourself. So
Hmm.
I encourage people to reach out and to clear the space and get rid of everything that doesn't have to be there. And if it has to be there, to organize it, to give everything a place. You know, clutter doesn't mean that you have things that you don't want or need, although very often it does, but not necessarily. It also means that you don't have a place for it, and then you have to kind of design for it. You have to find a place. Earlier you meant drawers and putting things, into the energy in drawers and spaces. Well, it's the same thing. You have a place for your things you like, things you don't like that you may still have to keep, and things you have to work on, and things that are completed. And there's just so many ways to look at it. We could talk forever about that, and it's a very personal opportunity to make it for you.
Yes. And it is so personal because we're all in the energy field and we're always moving the energy field. This has been wonderful and just awesome golden tips that you've given us. I so appreciate it. And right now, thank you for your service today. I mean,
My
you
pleasure.
know, doing this on the goodness of your heart. And also, you have a free gift for us. Could you explain what that is?
Yes, on my website, bajaromethod.com, Bajaro method.com. I have tools, and you can go there and you can get my book, which is an ebook form. And please take the color profile and find out what your personal colors are. And it's all free for you because of Angel.
Well, I just love to thank you so much. I'm putting that on some of the comments for everybody to get this. So there we go. And coming back, this has just really been very amazing. Lots of great writer downers, everybody. So I hope that you've been taking the time to do that. Barbara, I so appreciate you and what you do to help others. And thank you for the free gift. And this is your time to say thank you to everyone or to say your last comments,
Yes,
please.
I just want to say thank you. I send design love to all of you. Love yourself, design for yourself, and don't cheat yourself. Just make sure that it's authentic. Your decisions are real and they're for you. And if it's right, you can't make a mistake.
There is no right or wrong, right? It is
Right
just
or wrong,
what
if it's
it
right
is.
for you, that's all that matters.
Yes, I love that. Yes. And it really does matter like that. So thank you for being here. And, as you know, viewers, I wrote a song with my song artist and I also perform it. So my guests love this, and they kind of get a little bit of movement as we say goodbye to Barbara and say thank you so much for
So
being here.
long, design friends.
Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah. Let's move it a little bit, change the energy, right?
You got ambition, fire and soul. Look within your heart, let your spirit flow. Ask for what you want. Show 'em
Come on,
what
Barbara,
you
get your
got.
hands up.
Take
Let's
it
do
to
a
the
movement
top.
over here.
Don't you ever stop. Shine, shine, shine on. Raise your vibration. Shine,
Bye to
shine,
Barbara. Thank you so
shine
much.
on.
We'll see you next time.